Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Morno Ravenberg here again. It is video time again, and it just occurred to me that I have not done a video yet on one of my articles called Does Prayer Work? And again, before I start, everything you need, including the link to the article as usual, is in the description below. I strongly suggest that you read the article. Yeah. And yeah, to answer the question simply, okay, it's plain and simple. Does prayer work? Yes, under the right circumstances. Let's be honest, the majority of people globally don't believe in prayer because for the simple plain reason that it doesn't work. Okay, they simply pray and it doesn't work. Okay. Now, I have analyzed prayer in detail a good while ago, and again, you can read the article for me going extensively into why prayer doesn't work and that it does work, and including and indicating the conditions, okay, that one needs to keep in or to take into consideration or keep in mind when praying. So this video is going to be relatively short, okay. This is the first time that I'm going to lay emphasis more on the article. But in any case, yeah, listen, most of the people in the world, they don't believe in prayer because God doesn't answer their prayers. They pray to God, oh God, please help me, and so on, or our Father who art in heaven, and it doesn't work. No result, nothing changes in your life. And I'm going to keep it plain and simple, okay, like I said already. Prayer does work, but it works, okay, when you take all the rules into consideration. For that, one needs to simply go to the New Testament, okay, and all the rules are indicated in there. In short, just like Jesus has said, that's why Jesus was on earth for his short period of time that he was on earth, for the short amount of time that he was on earth, to teach people how to truly follow God and to keep all the rules and to take all the rules into consideration if you want to get into heaven. Plain, simply put and bluntly put. Okay, and it's written here, okay, again, consult the article for details. What you need to do in order to make prayer successful, to successfully pray, because praying itself is magic, okay? Praying itself is magic, literally and figuratively speaking. It's no different than it's simply it's a simplified version of summoning, to put it that way. So it's more of a channeling than a summoning. To pray, okay, from what I remember in the Bible, but you can consult the New Testament itself, okay, because the New Testament forgoes or comes after the Old Testament. So therefore, the rules of the Old Testament within this context and topic don't really apply. In order to have your prayers answered successfully, you need to, you need to be alone when you're praying. Okay, that means not praying in front of others or anything like that. No, okay, just lock yourself in a closed room and pray. That's point one. Point two, you need to simply use the Our Father who art in heaven prayer. Do not think that just because you're going to use your own words and phrases and you're going to pour your heart out to God, that He will answer you. That's literally what the New Testament says. Okay, pagans think this way, or not pagans, heathens, and thereby simply meaning sinners. Just the most wicked and the most sinful people think this way. They think that if they actually pour their hearts out to God, that their prayers will be answered. And it doesn't work that way. God already knows what you want, obviously, without beyond the shadow of doubt. So what you just have to do is recite the prayer. And let's see, you also need to, and last but not least, okay, from what I can remember, you need to, last but not least, from what I can remember, you need to pray astrally. Again, everything happens on the astral, okay? Praying in physical, in just reciting words and phrases will not work. You can pray like that, you can pray that way, and it will not help, okay? Because what you're doing is you're simply praying on the physical plane. You need to actually pray astrally, okay? That means that your prayers need to sink down. They need to really take hold within one's astral body. So that means you need to pray, figuratively speaking, mentally, to the point where your prayers actually become, okay, actual prayers with actual value, as in astral value. And then God will actually heed your prayers and actually help you out. And the way that God will do that, in generally speaking, is by sending, you know, his subjects to aid you in whatever issue you need. If you need protection from some malefic force that is out for you, God will, for example, send my patron, my beloved Lord Samael, to aid you and to protect you and to shield you, or the Archangel Michael, or any spirit that he decides is best. This is all generally speaking, okay? In reality, God is way beyond human comprehension. Us trying to understand God as human beings is like an ant trying to understand how humans work and how human civilizations work, to put it that way. God is well past, okay, infinitely past our level of comprehension. We will never be able to understand God, regardless of how hard some people try to. But in any case, that's how prayer works, okay? Again, the most important rule that you need to keep in mind, aside from all the other rules like I said, okay, pray in solitude. When you pray, actually use the standard prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, instead of pouring your heart out. And last but not least, again, I don't know if I missed anything, but again, consult the article, okay? The article is more detailed. It was a good while ago that I wrote this article. And last but not least, you need to pray astrally. Everything that you do magically has to be done astrally, okay? It's the same as magic. I can't just say a phrase or utter a phrase and that's all. I can't just utter a phrase and make a couple of movements and that's it. No, it's not about one's physical action. It's purely about the intent. All of these actions need to be done on an astral level. And you might ask yourself, well, how do I pray astrally in order for God to help me, literally to help me? You need to simply repeat these prayers day in and day out, okay? And you need to really pray with meaning. We're not talking about just reciting it like some verse while your mind is drifting off to somewhere else. You need to actually feel the prayer. You need to actually legitimately mean what it is that you're saying. That is when it will start to sink into your astral body, okay? That's when you'll be praying on an actual astral level, and that's when God will actually hear you and come to your aid. Not that God isn't hearing you on a physical, we're talking about God will actually, in the sense that God will actually listen to you. That's what I mean. On the astral plane or on an astral level, God will actually listen to you, and then God will help you out. And yeah, that is pretty much how prayer works, okay? I have little to nothing else to say. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.